Morning, everybody. We're going to talk about mental health and self-advocacy. So, mental health is very important because May is Mental Health Month. So, the month of May is for mental health awareness because there's a lot of challenges with mental health for a lot of people. So, we're going to get started.
Hi, my name is Jordan. I am taking charge of my healthcare by getting help after I started feeling overwhelmed by events in my life.
Your emotions can impact how you think and what you do. A positive mental health is an important part of your overall health and well-being. Being positive lets you live and work more productively. Some ways you can maintain a positive mental health are to connect with other people, stay active, get lots of sleep, take care of yourself, and keep a positive outlook on life. Sometimes you can feel good emotions, and sometimes you can have emotions that don't feel so good, like feeling sad, angry, or upset. Some signs and symptoms that you may need help include having trouble sleeping, a loss or increase of appetite, experiencing body pains, no longer wanting to see your friends. If your feelings are so strong that you want to hurt yourself or others, you are having a mental health emergency. Take control of your situation by calling your local crisis helpline, contacting your local mental health office, or calling 911. Remember, don't wait to get help. A good tip is to think of a 2-week time period. If any of these symptoms last longer than 2 weeks, or if you feel them on and off over time, you should reach out for help. Anyone can experience mental health problems. Many life events like a loss of a relationship, loss of a job, health issues, or increased stress can be common reasons. Sometimes not knowing how to deal with your feelings around these issues can make you feel sad or upset. You should reach out for help. You are your own best advocate. You can reach out to your doctor, social worker, close friend, or family member to discuss how you're feeling and decide your next step. Just remember, it is important to be honest about your feelings so that you can get the right kind of help. When you meet with your doctor, they will ask you lots of questions to better understand your mental health. They also may be able to put a name to what you are experiencing, which is called a diagnosis. Some common mental health diagnoses are depression, anxiety, and post-traumatic stress disorder, also known as PTSD, among others. Remember, you are not alone. If you are concerned about your mental health, there is help. When talking about mental health, it is important to understand that everyone has emotions and everyone experiences good days and more challenging days. We can all do our part to end the stigma about mental health. What is a stigma? A stigma is a set of negative and often unfair beliefs people have about someone or something. There is a stigma when it comes to mental health. People living with mental health conditions are often negatively judged, and that's not okay. To help end stigma around mental health, we can start by talking openly about it. If you are experiencing difficulties in your life, you shouldn't feel ashamed to ask for help. Ignoring the problem won't make it go away.
I recognized that my mental health was not positive. I reached out for support, and now I'm doing things every day to help me feel better. Always be your own best advocate. You deserve the best care available.
Health. What is mental health? Mental health is a important part of your overall health and well-being. It includes understanding your feelings, knowing how you think and feel about your life, understand how to handle stress, take care of yourself, explore when and how you make healthy choices. So mental health, it can be challenging situations like, for example, you may have a death of the family, you might lose a relationship, you might lose a job, you might lose your housing, you might have a change in your financial situation, and all those things can challenge your mental health. We're gonna go to the next slide. Positive mental health. How do I encourage positive health, mental health? So I'm gonna ask you, how can I encourage positive mental health?
Maybe doing activities that make you feel happy or something that you enjoy. Maybe if you like to go for a walk, get outside in the sunlight.
Yes, those are ways to positive mental health. So one way is connecting with others. So how you connect with others? You talk to people you know. It could be your neighbors, it could be your coworkers, it could be your friends, it could be your significant others, it could be your family members. Just connect with them. Being physically active. We did a walk 2 weeks ago in Santa Monica, and that's a way to encourage positive mental health. It's good to meeting people. Also, it's good for your health to walk or take an exercise. Getting enough sleep. So how many hours is enough sleep to have a day?
Like 8 hours?
So we'll aim for like at least 7 hours, 7 hours of sleep. And it's good to get 8 hours of sleep if possible. Try to get enough sleep because if you don't get enough sleep, it can it could change your mental health. Asking for help. It is okay. Is it okay to ask for help?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. Having a positive outlook. Eating healthy meals. So going to Subway and having a sandwich and chips and a water is a healthy meal. And having a salad is healthy as well. So any questions about positive mental health?
No, not right now.
Other ones, meditation. Do you know what meditation is?
Kinda. Can you tell us more about that?
Meditation is just thinking about something. That's what meditation is. Prayer. You last night I did prayer. I prayed for everybody I work with. I prayed for my friends. I prayed for the whole community. And that's a way to have positive mental health. Watching a funny movie. So watch something that's funny, which will make you feel good about yourself. Being around loved ones. So being around loved ones, it could be your family, it could be your significant other, it could be your friends, it could be your support worker. Just be around someone that you care about. And writing, you write to make yourself feel better. A journal. For example, I gave a journal out last year to a few people I know. So I encourage positive mental health. Just write what you feel like. Okay. Any questions? Next, we're going to talk about concerns with mental health. So what concerns come up with mental health?
I would say your mental health can really impact your life in general. Maybe it's impacting your relationships with your family or work, those kinds of things.
Yes. You might be concerned about your mental health if you're feeling wet emotions for more than 2 weeks. What emotions they could be?
Maybe like sadness or anger, um, or even like not feeling anything at all.
Okay, so here's the emotions: being sad, confused, worried, scared, upset, and angry. So those emotions have for more than 2 weeks. You might want to be concerned about your mental health. Any questions?
No, not yet.
Or if you can't sleep, do not feel like eating, are feeling pain, stop showering, or stop seeing friends. So if you have those things for more than 2 weeks, you might want to see somebody. Any questions? Okay, we'll continue on. You might want to contact a doctor or someone else for help if these feelings continue, keep coming back, or keep you to living the life you want to live. We're going to move on. Is it okay to ask and get help? Is it okay?
100%. You should definitely always ask for help.
Yes. And we're doing it in May because it's Mental Health Awareness Month. What if I need help with my mental health? So, what do you do if you need help with your mental health?
Maybe talk to someone that you trust, like a parent or a friend, or even your doctor.
Yes. Who should you talk to?
I think I kind of answered that one. A doctor, a friend, a parent, or someone you trust.
You would talk to people who know a lot about mental health and offer treatment. Number one, a psychologist. Number two, a therapist. Number three, a counselor. Number four, social worker. And other mental health care providers. So if you have problems, you need help right away, you can also talk to a mental health hotline, and they'll have people answering the calls and they'll talk about your concerns. Any questions?
Nope.
Other people who can support you. So who else can support you besides a mental health professional?
Maybe this is where your family and friends and those kind of relationships come into play.
Besides a therapist, you can also, let's see, you can also find a person in your life you can trust and talk to them. This person could be a family member, a friend, an advocate, staff person, care worker, another doctor, a phone crisis line worker. So those people can support you if you're having problems. What else can I do to feel better? So exercising help you feel stronger and more control. less angry, more calm, less stress, happier, better about ourselves, less lonely, more part of things. So this morning, at about 8 o'clock in the morning, I played basketball, and basketball is a good way to exercise and feel stronger and feel more in control. And exercise is a good way to burn your energy and to use your energy in a positive way. You could swim, you could take a walk, you could run, you could do other exercises as well. Eating healthy, stronger and healthy. You could eat things like mashed potatoes, grilled chicken, and broccoli. Those are things to help you eat healthy. You feel less stress when you eat healthy. You feel happier, better about ourselves. And finally, taking medication. You should ask questions about any medication, including what they are for and what they will do. So when you go to your doctor, after you get your prescription, you go talk to your pharmacist to see what the side effects are, what your medications do, if you have any questions about your medications. So any questions? Reasons why I might need help with my mental health. So what are some reasons you might need to ask for help for? What are some reasons?
Maybe you're like going through a transition in life, like maybe you are going from one job to another or moving somewhere or any kind of big change you might need some help with.
Yes. So when you go through a change, so this transition life, we get we get older with teenagers, and we might get bullied while we're in school. Then we get a job. We might have need help getting a job and trying to find a job, and you might need help with friendships, your family relationships, working with your your neighbors and people in the community. And other reason to ask for help if you're going through transition life, your health might be suffering, your mental health might be suffering, you might have health problems, you might have relationship problems, you might have problems with people pass away, you might get sick and things like that. Those are some reasons you might need to ask for help. Too much stress caused by finances, relationships, health, or transportation issues. So for myself, I'm an Access Rider user, and sometimes Access might come late, and that can affect my mental health. In fact, 2 days ago, my mom and I, we took a ride going from my house to a place about 40 miles away. It took us three and a half hours, and my mom was really stressed out on a long trip because we went to a lot of different places. And money, Social Security is not a lot of money, so SSI, supplemental security income is not a lot of money, so I could cause stress, relationships. Sometimes you're in a bad relationship. Sometimes you want a relationship, you don't get a relationship. Sometimes the health could struggle, and those could cause problems for your mental health. Difficult life experiences. So you might have a difficult life experience, something might be difficult for you in transition. Not knowing how to cope with feelings. So not know how to cope with your feelings that you're going through. And that's part of problems from mental health. Family history of mental health problems. So your family history of mental health problems, and that's really important. When a loved one dies or leaves, this is a huge one. A lot of people, their family members pass away, sometimes their significant others pass away, sometimes their friends pass away. And for myself, I had a friend that passed away uh, August 2022, and I think about it every day. It's really hard not have that friend anymore. Medical reasons. Some people might have medical reasons that they need mental health. Feeling lonely. Everybody feels lonely. Even people that have families and friends and significant others can feel lonely. So you might need help with mental health. History of trauma. So sometimes you might witness something that might be really bad, and that's history of trauma. You might see someone get beat up. You might see someone get hurt and things like that, and that's trauma. Any questions? Some examples of mental health diagnosis. So post-traumatic stress disorder, PSSD, bipolar disorder, anxiety, obsessive compulsive disorder, depression. Want to know more about a mental health diagnosis? Ask your doctor or mental health expert for a website on a diagnosis. Ask your doctor or mental health expert for more information. Okay, any questions? What do I do in a mental health emergency? One example of mental health emergency that my feelings are so strong that I'm physically hurting myself or another person. This type of emergency is called a mental health crisis. What to do in a mental health crisis? Call the 24/7 crisis hotline 1-888-273-8255. Call 911 for emergencies. When you call someone, we'll offer advice such as telling you to go to a hospital or an ambulance will come to take you to the hospital. Any questions? So what can be done to end mental health stigma? The best way to end the stigma is to talk about mental health, recognize it's normal to have difficulty with your mental health, knowing it's always okay to seek mental health help whenever you need it. End the stigma. Any questions? So what did I learn today? I can take charge of my mental health when I know what mental health is. And I'm aware of changes in my feelings and emotions. Reach out for support to get better. Try new things to help me get well again. Know that everyone have problems and concern with their mental health at any time. Knowing what to do in emergency. Knowing how to end mental health stigma. So, any final questions about mental health?
That's all.
Okay, so thank you very much. We'll be on at 12 o'clock talking about self-advocacy.